After our unprecedented, disastrous dump, very catastrophic in the market last week, Friday. Look at it right here. Market dump from this very point, $122,000, okay, from this very area, and dump up to this very area right here of 102. This is about $20,000 dump, okay, and this is the biggest of all, as we all know. And this is very crazy because nobody expected this kind of dump in the market after a creation of a new all-time high at this very point of $126,000. Of course, I did a video before that, the very dump, that the market is going to retrace into this very area. Okay, I was expecting market to have just little retracement into this very area before the next move upward, or market come back down a little bit into this very point of 17, 16 and $15,000 within this area before the next move upward. But we see this crazy catastrophic dump in the market last week, and we all know the reason why we experienced that very dump, which I also dropped on the Telegram channel right here, because of the Trump tariff, 100% tariff on China, and this trade war having going forth and back on China, President Trump, the United States, and all of those stuff. So this is very crazy for the market at the moment, and I must say that it was so unprecedented and catastrophic for almost 99% of crypto traders, and this is not so good at all. So if you look at this very area, what next for the market? That is what I want to discuss right now. In as much as this very tension is still riding, what that means is we are not fully back from this tension, in as much as we say that President Trump now tweeted again and said, don't worry about China, it will be all fine. Highly respected President Xi just had a bad moment. He does not want depression for his country, neither do I. The USA want to help China, not hurt its President Donald J. Trump. So I still believe that there is no outcome when it comes to maybe talks or negotiation on this very matter. But one thing is sure, there must be a negotiation out of it, and for that reason I believe that the market is going to also pick up as well. So what I'm expecting is very different from others. People will be expecting something very different, but I want to also show you my perspective about the market from now moving forward and where we stand at the moment. And this is my personal opinion, okay? You may have your own and what you're looking at all together. So if you look at where the market is right now, you discover that this is an area where I marked earlier, and the market is actually respecting that very area. Like I always say, point of interest is where you should not miss, not at all, in the market. Once you can get your point of interest correctly, then I can guarantee you 50% of the job have been done for you, because these are turning points in the market. So if you look at this very area, what I'm expecting is for the market to move upward. Very simple. So from here where the market is right now, I'm expecting that the market on BTC move upward into this very area of $118,000. This is my personal opinion, okay? You may call me crazy or something, but this is what I'm expecting. Market should move upward into this very area of $118,000, and for that to happen, I want to see something. And what I want to see for that to happen is for a bullish candle that close above this very area of $115,950. that is almost $116,000. So any bullish candle that close above $116,000 will make the market to push a little bit into this very area of $118,000 and $119,000, and that is what I want to see personally in the market from this moment moving forward. And this is my personal opinion, like I said earlier on this. So market pushing upward is what I'm expecting. That also means that if I don't see the market push a little bit upward and have a bullish candle that closed above 116k, I'll be expecting market to come back a little bit, okay, before the next move upward. That is, I'll be expecting a little move downward in favor of this very aggressive down market correct, little move downward before they move upward. So this is very important. So two things you must have to pay attention to right now. Firstly is for the market to move upward and create a good bullish momentum, and that very move should close above $116,000. If you see that, they were able to see the market move into this very area, okay, before the correction and the continuation upward, because I believe that market is going to recover. And if the market did not close above $116,000, what will happen, in my opinion, is for the market to come back down in favor of this very catastrophic drop we saw last week Friday. This is what you need to pay attention to right now on the price of Bitcoin, and this is my personal opinion from now moving forward. And this is very important on the price of ETH/USDT for this that the market have been moving upward significantly. ETH actually experienced a very significant recovery. Look at it right here. Market dropped from this very point, okay, all the way to this very area, and right now it's almost about 80% to 70% recovery on ETH. If you use the measure tool and measure from this very point to this very area, it is covered that from this very point to this very area. This is 100% right here, and market has already moved into this very area. This is about 70% to 75-80% recovery on ETH, and this is a good move for ETH, I must say. And from this point, this is a critical area, okay, this very area is a critical area, so this is a point of interest on this very price action. From here to this very point is a point of interest, and you must not neglect this, because what I'm expecting is for market to retrace on ETH. So even though we see the market move upward from here a little bit into this area, I will still expect market on ETH to retrace, okay, before the final move to the upside. So I'm still expecting retracement, and as the day move forward, we're going to see maybe breaking news from President Trump or from China trying to ease up the trade between the US and them regarding what they call rare earth minerals. And this is very important because it's only China that have the capability to produce these rare earth minerals in large quantities to supply the world. So on ETH, if you look at this very point, it's very important that the market can move upward, no doubt, but I will still be expecting retracement to come into the market, okay, before continuation to the upside. And this is what you should not neglect as well in your analysis. Pay attention to this. So even though market move upward, don't be so happy that the market has moved upward. Of course you should be happy a little bit, but market have capacity of coming back down before the final move to the upside. So expect market to move and then come back down for retracement, or market can just move from here downward before the next move upward. That means even though market come back down or move upward, I will not be doing anything on ETH. I want price stability. That's the conclusion on this very price action ETH 4-hour chart. I want price stability, and this is very, very important. And if you look at BNB, BNB is doing very, very well. It's the #1 coin, or among those that have recovered 100%. Not only that, it has even created a new all-time high. Look at it right here. BNB just hit another new all-time high right here, okay, this all-time high at this very point of $1,372,000. This is very important right here. So market right now have capability of correction because of this very nature. Market just come here and create a new all-time high, and right now market is seeming to come back down. What I'm expecting is for the market to come back down a little bit, okay, before the next move to the upside. And the important point of interest that we need to pay attention to for market retracing into it before the next move to the upside is this very level right here. This very point is an important point of interest that we should not neglect. okay, market coming back down into this area is a possibility. Okay, don't pay deaf ear to this very area. Okay, market come back down and then move upward. And by the way, if you look at this very point, this very area, if you look at my immediate last price action video, was the exact same point I marked that BNB is going to drop into before that catastrophic drop. And if you look at it, market drop past the level, but when we see the market rejection, it was that same point that market reject into and consolidation for a few hours, and the market begin to push upward before this creation of a new all-time high. So why this is important is because this point of interest was very key, as I marked on my last immediate price action video. So from this very point, I see the possibility of market coming back down, that is 60% to 70% market from here, for retracement on BNB, come back down and then move upward for BNB. And this is the 4-hour chart. So market retracing. Also, even though I see the market push a little bit on BNB upward and create another new all-time high, I will still be expecting the market to retrace, and I will do a follow-up video on that if the market push upward and create a new all-time high. However, if the market did not push upward from here and create a new all-time high, I'll be expecting the market to still come back down into this area before the next push to the upside on the price of BNB. So this is what you need to pay attention to right now on BNB USDT 4-hour chart from now moving forward. And if you look at the price of Solana have not really recovered. It has a very bad day, just like many other coins out there. But a point of interest that is very necessary is where the market is right now. So from this very area to this very point is a point of interest on this very price action. For me, I'll be expecting the market to come back down. So even though the market push a little bit upward on the price of Sol USDT 4-hour chart in this formation, market push a little bit in. Consider supporting this channel by leaving a like for this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the bell notification for more crypto videos like this one. Also check the channel for other crypto content. Join our Telegram channel, link in the description of this video and also in the pinned comment for more updates, news, technical analysis, and on-chain data. I will see you in the next video.